Hi everyone, Julie here. Today I want to talk to you about how to learn languages on your own through writing. So I find writing to be a great exercise, a little bit like reading, because you can do it at your own pace. So when you're speaking with someone, you have the kind of panic factor of like, I need to make my sentence, but when you're writing, you take your time, you're on your own, there's no pressure. And I shamelessly use the translator and the conjugator as well, because it's not about, being perfect. It's about knowing new words. And so if I need a verb, for example, I'll go and find it on the translator. If I'm not sure how to conjugate it, I will put it through the conjugator. I'm going to leave the links of my favorite translator and conjugator in the description. And I'll just build my text very slowly like that. Now, what can you write about? You can write conversations. If you're still at the beginning, you can write of your learning journey. You can write conversations of, hey, how are you? I'm good. And you good? No. What's your name? Where are you from? Like kind of simple conversations like that. And every time you practice a different scenario. You can also, as I've mentioned before, for the verbs, you can take the list of the most common verbs and just write random sentences with them. You can journal, talk about what you did during the day, what you are going to do tomorrow. You can write your shopping list. You can write your to-do list. You can write if you do things like gratitude, affirmations, stuff like that, do it in your target language. You can also write a letter to someone, like a fake someone or a real person. You can watch a movie, read a book, whatever, and then do a little summary of it written down. There's so many things you can write about. You just have to be a little bit creative. But I find this exercise of sitting down to write for like 15, 20 minutes a day, every day, that's the thing. If you write for 5 hours on a Sunday and then forget about it for 3 months, that's useless. But if you do a little bit every day, it doesn't have to be like 3 pages, just like 10 lines. It's really, really efficient. That consistency of doing it a little bit every day has helped me tremendously. And it has helped me to expand my vocabulary because, for example, when I was in Jordan, I would do my shopping list in Arabic. So for example, the word onion, I would have to look for it like every time for the 10 first times. That didn't make a lot of sense. Well, I did look for it like about 10 times, but the 11th time I remembered. So, I just shamelessly look for vocabulary and then slowly it kind of sticks. But with no pressure, with no negative vibes, with no panic of like, oh, fuck, I need to remember this word now because this person is waiting for me to say it. Like, none of that. Is really a nice activity with myself. And yeah, I think writing is a great way to improve your output, skills. So yeah, just be a little bit creative and right. And then, you can also find people to correct you if you want to actually correct them. I don't really care about it being really accurate in terms of syntax or grammar. For me, it's more about practicing and finding new words and just enjoying myself, really. But you can find people on Italki with whom you can correct your writing. You can find natives on like Tandem or HelloTalk or Instagram or Facebook groups, other people who might be learning your language who would be willing to correct what you've written. So yeah, I think there are many ways to exploit the writing activity. Let me know in the comments if you also use writing to improve your language skills. I'd be curious to know what you write about. I think that's a cool activity. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye.